Hello, Blue Skies, reporting in, and today I'm going to go over how to outplay an enemy D.va as Pharah. Most counters in Overwatch aren't very cut and dry, and just because an enemy counterpicks you doesn't mean you instantly lose the game. However, it does mean you must play differently and play much smarter. There are still ways to work around a good D.va as with any other counter in the game. D.vas you go against will mainly have two playstyles. Number 1, the aggressor D.va that focuses heavily on you, or 2, the protector D.va that sticks a little more with their team. Ever since a certain Overwatch YouTuber made, I don't know, 50 videos on how to counter Pharah, I've been seeing the aggressor D.va a lot more. When fighting this kind of D.va in open space, when you're already high up in the air, don't be afraid to take her on. She'll try to fly up to you either with defense matrix or will try to shoot you. But either way, she will not kill you because she can't stay in her effective range. I'd recommend you practice your mid-air directs, video coming up about that soon. And if you can hit those shots reliably, you can often get close to or completely destroy her mech before she even touches the ground again. If she has defense matrix up the whole time, just reposition and ignore her. However, when fighting this kind of D.va near rooftops or anywhere else where she can stay on high ground with you, recognize the situation early and get out immediately. If she can get close and stay close to you, you will absolutely die. In certain maps or areas with an abundance of high ground, think Watchpoint Gibraltar or Hollywood, never fight her alone. Always ask for your own tanks, a fellow DPS, or simply pocket heals in the moment to focus her down and get her out of a mech. On the other hand, playing against the protector D.va is much more oriented towards outplaying her defense matrix and her positioning. One of Pharah's biggest strengths is pouncing on targets with no protection or no way out, so if you ever see that the red team D.va just used her boosters to pursue another flanker, to pursue your soldier using visor, you know you have about a 5-second window for a big play with some direct hits or your own ult. Another instance is when she uses D.va Bomb and is out of mech for a good 5 seconds or so. Just make sure to barrage out of line of sight of her D.va Bomb and kill Pilot D.va before she can get her suit back. Playing against Defense Matrix is frustrating as any DPS, but Pharah feels it a lot more, if not the most. Her slow firing rate and projectile speed make it feel like every single rocket just disappears. Unfortunately, as of right now, there's no visual indication of how much defense matrix she has left. With good awareness, though, you can predict how much she has at certain moments. It lasts for 4 seconds at the most, and it doesn't recharge too quickly. So if you see that your soldier just used visor and it was all eaten up by the enemy, you know for a fact that she doesn't have any DM left. This applies for many other friendly ultimates, such as Reaper's Death Blossom, McCree's High Noon, Deadeye, and Roadhog's Whole Hog, but you never see him anymore, so you get the point. If they wasted their ult and all it accomplished was depleting the enemy's reserve of defense matrix, take advantage of this and don't let the opportunity go to waste. Get in there and do your thing. Because without defense matrix, D.va is nothing. There's also a 1-second cooldown when D.va puts down defense matrix before she can put it up again. You can watch out for this and fire your rockets from a mid to close range as soon as it drops to ensure some guaranteed damage onto her mech. I've done lots of testing though, and even if you do react and barrage for that full second that defense matrix is down, it won't be able to destroy a full health mech. However, if she is around half health or less and you're fairly close to her, that 1 second can be enough to dissuade her if you react fast enough. This way, if you ever notice mid-fight that she's fairly low and just put down her DM, go for that barrage. Waiting until D.va gets out of mech sometimes forces you to make a late play once your team might already be heavily disadvantaged. Sometimes a slightly earlier play can be the turning point in a very important fight. I'll leave the video with one important bit of advice. I myself am often guilty of this, but when you're conscious about this mistake and make an effort to avoid it, you'll see your impact in games skyrocket. Pun intended. When you see a D.va, your instinct is immediately to think, I've got to shoot her and I've got to get her out of a mech. But the problem is, when you start the fight off by shooting straight at her, she's just going to defense matrix everything. So there's no ult charge for you, there's no damage output into the enemy team or their barriers, so you're pretty much useless. You might as well be dead until she stops using her DM. Instead, try different angles of attack and specifically look for her teammates that aren't protected by her cone of deletion. Unless they play in a very, very tight death ball, there's bound to be someone vulnerable caught out alone and ready to be taken out. As for D.va herself, attack her as you would anyone else, from the sides or the back and always by surprise. Pharah excels at these kinds of engagements, where she is so much more vulnerable in comparison when in face-to-face combat. Don't be intimidated by this tank with the seemingly endless reserve of defense matrix. In the end, remember that inside is nothing but a little girl, furiously salty that your rocket's knockback just spilled her Mountain Dew everywhere. I hope these tips help you in advancing your Pharah gameplay, and thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, it helps me a ton. And if you'd like to watch me live, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. EST. Link to my Twitch is down in the description, and I'll catch you in the next one. Blue Skies, signing off.